It's early, up before the sun rises. This is one of the reasons why I love living here, is how beautiful this view is. Who am I kidding? I don't even drink coffee. Let's go wake up the neighborhood. Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode. My name is Andrew Noble, and you are watching Hot Wheels Dad. We are going to a local car show. We're going to Corona Cars and Coffee. It's a local show. Pretty much everybody there is family. Everybody knows each other. There's usually about like 25 to 30 people who regularly show up, and then sometimes there's some cool car clubs that show up, like Lambos and Audi clubs and BMW clubs. So we're gonna roll out there and I will catch you guys on the freeway. One of my favorite things about this freeway entrance is the first thing you get on, you get a tunnel. And here we are rolling into Corona Cars and Coffee. Good morning, all. And I'm back, you guys. I am back. It's only been a few seconds for you, but it's been a couple of days for me. I'm so sorry I didn't get very much footage of Cars and Coffee the other day, but when I get to these types of events, I like to mingle with you guys. I like to get out, talk to the fans, talk to you guys, and that's what I did. I spent all my time just sitting and chatting with you guys about my car, about everything, about life, and just about having a good time with our cars. So this past weekend, we did a family barbecue. We went to Sky Zone and jumped around, and yesterday we enjoyed some time at SeaWorld. Always a good time, but let's not forget this weekend was about Memorial Day, all of our fallen troops. Thank you so much, all you guys out there in the service. Thank you for your service. We appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you. This weekend was about you guys. All right, so now let's get to what the meat of this upload is about. I wanted to teach you guys 5 things you guys need to know before you go into a car dealership. Before walking in and making one of the biggest purchases of your life, you need to know a few things in order to save you guys some money, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, guys. You want to feel like you got a good deal on your car, and you want to walk away from the dealership thinking, man, I really did get a good deal on that car. You are making a commitment for what, 5, 6 years, sometimes 7 years. So you want to make sure you're getting the best deal for your money. So this is why I'm here. I want to teach you guys 5 things that you need to know before purchasing a car. So the first thing you guys want to know, or you need to know, is have your financing in order before walking into the dealership. Go to your local credit union, go to your bank, fill out a credit application, and find out how much you can afford before actually walking into the car dealer. With having the financing set up in your back pocket from the very beginning, it'll allow you to save money at the end of the deal with purchasing the car. And here's the reason why. Dealerships make money if you use their financing. So they want you to use their financing. If you have something set up through your bank, you already have what your payment options are going to be, you already have what your interest rate is going to be, you can use that at the very end when they say, okay, let's talk about financing. So you can say, I already have my financing lined up. I do not need it. However, when you go to use their financing, you pull that out at the end of the financing and you say, here's what my options are. My rate is 2.99%. This is what my bank is offering me. And basically, it allows them to fight for your business. It'll allow them to say, look, I have a bank, I will go the same terms, and I will offer you 1.99%. Now, over the course of the loan, that's gonna save you a lot of money. So basically, if you do end up using the dealer financing, make sure you have yours lined up first, and then use that to negotiate the price of the car and the price of the financing at the very end, and it'll allow for you to save money over the whole course of the loan. Now that brings us right into the second thing that I recommend you doing. A lot of times people walk into a car dealer and they say, I want my car payment to be XYZ. Now do not ever, under any circumstances, ever say, I want my payment to be. For this very reason is because as soon as you say those words, car dealerships know they have you, because it's all a numbers game. They basically can fudge the numbers to make the payment wherever you want to be. Here, let's give you an example. Let's say you want to borrow $30,000 on a car. You know that's how much you want to borrow. You're going to borrow $30,000. And you tell them you want your car payment to be $475. Now, your credit is pretty good credit, so you qualify for a 2.99% APR on the financing, and then your term is going to be 5 years. So on that calculation, your payment is going to be $539 a month. Now, that's more than what you wanted to pay for the car, but it's a pretty low rate. So you have to weigh the pros and the cons of that. So 2.99% is actually a pretty good rate on an auto vehicle right now. But you told them that you wanted your car payment to be $475. So what they can do is they can go back, take that same $30,000. Your credit is good, but if they jump the interest rate up to 4.75 and open the term up to 72 months, your car payment is now $473. It is below what you wanted to pay. They can come to you and say, look, we got you a good deal. We got your payment where you want it to be. Unbeknownst to you, your interest rate is 4.75. So over the life of the loan, you're gonna pay way more for the car than what you would if you took the 5 years. You paid what, $40 more for the car? You took the 5 years and you got the 2.99% APR. So the dealer knows they have you when you say the words, I want my payment to be. So never ever say those words when you walk into a car dealer. The third thing you need to know, and it kind of rolls along with I want my car payment to be, but it is something that you do not say up front. As one of the first things you say is, I'm buying cash for a vehicle. As soon as you say those words, the dealer hears it and they think we're gonna take this discount off, and we're not, and we're gonna take all these discounts off because a lot of times you qualify for discounts when you finance a car. So if you say that up front, I'm paying cash for the car, you will end up paying more for the car than you would if you just would have negotiated through the process, then come out and say, by the way, I'm paying cash for the car. So make sure you hold that in your back pocket until the very end of the negotiation process. Now, I mentioned earlier in the video, basically have your financing in order. Now, this is where it's gonna save you most of the money, is you let them believe that you're gonna be financing the car all the way until the end. You talk about payments, you talk about everything. You basically get to the price of the car that you want, and then you come out and say, I'm paying cash for the car, because you've already negotiated exactly what you want to pay. They already have the breakdown, they already have the price of the car, and that's what you negotiated from the very beginning, is how much the car is going to be. Now you have them because they already think that you are going to be using their financing. They get discounts if you finance, and then you come out and you say, I'm paying cash for the car, and then they have really nothing to go off of because you've already negotiated the price of the car, you shook the hands, and now you are going to be paying cash. So thing number 3 is, if you're going to be paying cash, do not say it up front, hold it in your back pocket until the very end of the financing. The fourth thing you want to do before walking into a car dealership is know the car that you want to buy and know how much you want to pay for the car. Do all of your online research before walking into a car dealership just to make sure you're getting the best deal for the car. You can go on certain websites, and I'm not sponsored by any websites at all, but there are some websites you can go on, like Car Gurus, and you can see how much people across the whole United States are paying for this one particular vehicle. Let's say you wanted to buy an Audi R8. You go onto the website, you search Audi R8, and it'll pop up all the cars for sale across the United States, and it'll show the pricing, and it'll tell you if it's a good price or a high price or a low price or whatever it is. It'll allow you to know how much you want to pay when you walk into the car dealer. That way you know you aren't getting ripped off at the very beginning from the price of the car. If MSRP is like $45,000, but you go onto these websites and you see people are getting these cars for $38,000, you already know this is what I want to pay for the car. I don't want to pay any more than $38,000. With all of the options that comes with this particular car, $38,000 is the highest amount that I want to pay for the car. So it'll basically allow you to walk into the dealer and be completely upfront with how much you want to pay for the car, and don't take anything more. walk away if you need to, go to another car dealership, get on the phone and call the fleet manager at that exact car dealer, and I promise you, using these tools will allow for you to negotiate a better deal on the car. Stand your ground. Do not take no for an answer when negotiating the price of the car. If it's MSRP, you know you can negotiate down below MSRP certain amounts because people are paying and getting these cars for that particular price. So you already know how much you want to pay for the car, and basically you can come in and you can say, I don't want to deal with any of the back and forth. This is how much I want to pay for the car. And it'll probably end up getting a manager involved up front, which is a good thing because you can negotiate with the manager a lot more than what you can negotiate with the salesperson. And the fifth and final thing I want you to know before going into a car dealership, and this is probably one of the most important and where you're going to save most of your money, is know that the finance person, when you go sit down and do the financing, is the most savviest salesperson of all. They are the ones with the most sales experience. You may think when you walk into a car dealership, the people sitting at the front, the people who come up and approach you, and you think, oh my gosh, here it is now, they're gonna do their sales pitch to me. You may think they are the best salesperson, but no, you are wrong. The person who does the financing is the best salesperson. Here's why. They basically are closing the deal out. They are the last person that you see before you take delivery of your car, and they are gonna wanna sell you everything: extended warranty, gap insurance, basically anything and everything that they have to offer that can raise the price of the car at the last minute. They are gonna throw it at you. They will ask you questions like, how long do you plan on keeping the car? Now, whatever you answer, you have no right answer to this. If you say I'm gonna keep it the long term or I'm gonna keep it short, that is their fork in the road, and that is where they know where they're gonna take their sales pitch. They will take it this way if you say one thing, they will take it this way if you say another thing, and basically they will sell you their soul. They will sell you anything and everything that the dealer has to offer, and they will make it sound like you absolutely need this for the vehicle, when in reality, you could have negotiated an extended warranty and the price of the car earlier with the person you were talking to. You didn't have to wait until sitting with the finance person in order to do that, because by that time your head is already clear. You're already like, okay, I already know how much I'm going to pay. But if they add these little tiny things into the price of the car, they will make it sound good. They will make it sound like, oh, it'll only go up $10 or your payment will only go up $15. In your head, it'll make it sound like a good thing because it's only going to change your payment that certain amount. But in reality, over the course of the life of the loan, if you go 5 years, that can be thousands of dollars. So know that when you sit down with the finance person, they are going to use their sales tactics. They're going to try and get that last little bit of money out of you before you walk out that door and you take delivery of that car. Whew, I'm so happy that you guys stuck with me through that, and I really, really do hope that this will help some of you guys when you go out to purchase a car. That is why I do these types of videos, you guys. I like having to be able to get out and drive my cars and take them to car shows and meet you guys, but also I want to make sure at the end of the day, my channel is helpful to you guys. It helps you guys in some sort of way, helps you save money, whatever it is. I really hope I can help you guys. And if you guys have any questions in regards to this, make sure you ask them down in the comments below. I will answer every single one of them, and I will make sure that you guys have the ammo you need and you are armed with everything that you need before going into the dealership to save you guys money. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Hot Wheels Dad. If you like this content, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to the channel. It really does help me get out. It helps my content get out to more and more people. Access me on social media, Instagram and Facebook, Hot Wheels Dad. I would appreciate it so much. Always remember, you are the maker of your own story, so don't forget to make it legendary. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.